Hello, today we're going to take a look at the British P40 Greatcoat and the War-Aid Greatcoat. Now both of these are, the War-Aid one is pretty much a copy of the P40 one, but there are a few differences, so I figured it will be interesting for some of you to take a look at them. And I won't focus on tiny details because you can probably find 100 on them, but we're going to focus on the main sort of differences between them. Let's get to it. Starting at the very top here, if we close the collar all the way, we can see there is a built-in flap here that you can button close. Now, they forgot to put on the buttons at some point, or it fell off. But either way, you're supposed to be able to button it close like this. Meanwhile, on the War-Aid Greatcoat, we can see a button here and a button here. The flap is actually detachable and it is located here on the inside of the coat. So you can take it off and then close it up like this. And while we are up here at the collar, if we take it a little bit closer and turn it around, you can see there are barely any reinforcing on the collar on the back here, apart from down here. Otherwise it's pretty free of reinforcements. Meanwhile, on the pattern 40 we have very intricate reinforcing stitches here all around the back of the collar, like so. Moving on, we have here on the pattern 1940 a liner material at the shoulders, which is exactly the same as the British used on their collarless shirts for low ranks. By no means a bad fabric, but it's a bit rough. And meanwhile, on the War-Aid Greatcoat, we have a much finer fabric that feels much more comfortable. It's still flannel, but it's much more comfortable. And coming back to some of the reinforcements, we have reinforcements here on the side, plenty of, as you can see. Meanwhile, on the War-Aid battle dress, there's a lack of reinforcement, or at least it's less visible on the surface. And finally, this is a very small detail, but I thought I might as well include it. Down at the skirts, we have, this is at the front, we have these hooks, these loops, rather. Or one is a hook and one is a loop, which correspond to similar ones at the back, which you can see here. But on the War-Aid one, there is a lack of hooks at the front and at the rear. Oh, and sorry, I forgot one thing, and that is to compare the fabrics themselves, if we can. Close to the camera. I'm not sure how well the camera picks it up. It does kind of. But the War-Aid one is slightly lighter in tone, and also the fabric is slightly different. It's the same sort of textile, but they're just minor variations in manufacture. Now, some say that the quality on the War-Aid one is superior. I'm not really sure if I agree on that, but one thing to note is that both of these are originals, and the War-Aid one that I have is more used than the pattern 40 that I have, which might explain it. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.